Hey, good. Sideshow here. Um, Back today with the follow up on my foray into journalism. Um, yeah, I have mixed results, unexpected results. Um, the more I dove into it, the more it backed up what I initially thought, the going into it hypothesis. Uh, but there was a surprise. Um, there are some believers out there, um, counselors and things like that, who really believe in the program. And I don't want to just shit on their vocation or something that they believe in. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Um, Uh, there, there are some believers, people who really feel like this gives you the tools, and and it does to some extent give you tools to quit. It's always nice to have someone to talk to about quitting, um, uh, about yeah, getting sober when that's what your goal or your priority is. Um, Let me preface that by saying no one I know that has done treatment, no matter how well they wanted to complete it successfully or not, is still sober. Um, let's say that first and foremost. It got them sober for a time. I think about a year is the max I've seen so far. Um, yeah, but there are people who believe in the cause. Yeah, I'd say it mostly comes down to role models, which is what I've been saying this whole time. It gives you a role model for quitting, which is a benefit. But nobody wants to actually stay sober. Once you've tried drugs, you can't forget what drugs are like. Um, and there will always be a use if you want to make excuses to for doing them, or an entertainment value. Like I say, you can't forget, um, yeah, what it feels like. Um, and there's always a place in pretty much everyone's heart for what it makes you feel like. Um, yeah, so we'll say that, I guess. I don't want to shit on anyone's profession. I don't want to put down anyone's high aspirations. But when it comes down to it, treatment as it stands today is a revolving door. Um, you get busted, you go to treatment, you complete it, you stay sober for a minute, usually a couple months, a month, and then you're back at it until you get busted again, and then it's back to treatment. Um, it's just a revolving door. Um, it focuses on abstinence, which is just not doable, not in any kind of way, shape, or form. Oh man, I'm still covered in styrofoam from carving up Slimer. Um, yeah, abstinence just doesn't work. Does not. Um, what we need are role models to help you to see how to successfully live your life and manage a drug habit, how to keep a job, how to keep a relationship, how to balance your checkbook, how to build credit. Those are more important sides to the treatment uh, that I think are just being completely neglected. Um, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Um, it's not suitable. I know my evidence is all anecdotal. It's all just people I know and things I've seen. Um, but I'd like to think that it's a pretty representative cross section of American people, um, and not even American. I know some Kurdish folk on drugs. I know some. Gosh, I can't think of many ethnicities off the top of my head, but it goes to every culture. But there is a definable drug culture, a subculture in each of them. Um, and yeah, and it's represented pretty well in this country. A lot of Spanish, Hispanic, a lot of black, actual African American, Sudanese, Nigerian, things like that. They're all represented. High class, low class. Um, yeah, they're all represented in the drug culture. And more and more without these role models, it's one impossible to quit. Um, Two, no one wants to quit. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, and three, we lack the role models necessary to really do anything significant in that culture. That's where treatment should be focused. That's what uh, that's what I think would change things. We've got an army of homeless thieves because of the lack of role models. Um, yeah, we've got a system that creates users and never lets them get a grasp for that usage. Um, yeah. So, yeah, do I think the treatment is beneficial to society as it is now? No, no. Do I think there's some believers who really trying their best and trying to use the tools that they're given? Sure, sure. And those tools, they aren't great. They aren't great. It's basically uh, be aware that you're fiending for dope and try to replace the sensation that you're going for with things, other parts of life. Um, that is fundamentally what treatment says, and that's never going to win. That's never going to win. But I think that there are treatable moments and treatable situations in the drug culture for sure. But I don't think they're getting treated right now. Um, yeah, and abstinence is not the way to go. Um, I don't think that drugs are a disease, but if you do, and that is the collective whole of our opinion, is that they're a disease, um, we're not treating it. We're not treating it at all. Treatment is just, God, it's just for show, basically. It's very expensive and it's just for show. We're billing insurance companies out the wazoo for services, quote, quote, that just don't exist. Um, yeah, it's lip service is all it is to make it seem like treatment is something that we value and that we believe in. Um, but yeah, there's nothing there to believe in. There is absolutely nothing there aside from a role model and someone to talk to while you're quitting, which there is a slight benefit, but nowhere near what we make it out to be. The successful treatment percentage that I've encountered is zero. Zero. I thought for sure I had a winner, someone that was actually changing their life and embracing sobriety, but no, it turns out they just needed some time. I think they made it about a year. Yeah, yeah. So stuff to think about. That was my foray into journalism. I don't know how successful it was, but it's what I got. Keep your stick on the ice.
Like, subscribe, and share this video.